Hello, welcome to Crafting with Jane. I'm part of a swap with in fact you can go over there if you want to, on Facebook, and it is on a thing called I Love INDIGOBLU. And obviously I, as you know, have been buying some INDIGOBLU things which I really love, and I'm doing things for Christmas and all sorts of stuff. And if you want to ever buy any INDIGOBLU products, you will get a 20% discount by using my code, which is Jane, Jane, small letters, 20, and it gives you 20% off, so that's always good. And anyway, part of this swap is once a month, at the beginning of the month, on the 1st of September, you have to, you're given swap partners, and the theme this month was rainbow. So I've done a few, or I've done 3. The first one, I hope you can see the shine in that one. That's using these lovely luscious powders, and I literally just mix them up with a little bit of water. So I have a little palette like that. When they dry, you just literally add some water to them and they come back again, so you never waste anything at all. But they give you these absolutely gorgeous sparkles. So all I did was paint them in sort of a rainbow colour. And then I used this stamp, which is this one, called Winter is Coming, because I love the foliage, I love the tree, I love the mushrooms, and I love the words. I've only used the tree and the mushrooms on this, and the little words on the background, I actually used the one that was free with the magazine. So they had a magazine which unfortunately has sold out now, but you got all sorts of things in there, plus a set of stamps, and it was this one from there. So I think it was, I can't remember which magazine it was. It was the last magazine that came out. So that was this one. And as you can see, lovely and sparkly. And I just put bloom on there because I thought, well, that's quite a nice little thing to have. So that's number 1. Put those out of the way. Number 2, I used the stencil, which I think I'm going to use on this last one, which is, these are just gorgeous stencils. So this stencil is alphabet, and there's one which is numbers. I'm not going to get it out, but it's alphabet and numbers. They're nice and big. But I think I've done a video on this before, but I just sort of sponge around the outside and it gives this sort of rainbow effect. Stamped the deer and then just put live life on there, and again put the piece on there. The third one is, again using the luscious to give that lovely sparkle, is the lovely little spooky girl like this. And I don't like Halloween very much. You know, it doesn't do anything for me. All my children are well grown, and the grandkids are even getting too old to do Halloween bits and pieces now, trick and treat. So I wanted to change these into balloons, which I've done on here. And I've given her rainbow hair and literally just sort of coloured her face. So you've got sparkly balloons flying round, rainbow hair, and that's kept the rainbow theme. And as I say, that's spooky girl. So you could do it for Christmas. You'll see all sorts of things using this image, because I just love the I love the little girl with her face, and she looks really quite sweet and quite nice, you know, when you do her slightly differently. So those are the 3. I'm now going to do one more, possibly 2, depending how long the video goes. And ATCs are artist trading cards. They're 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and you basically do whatever you want on them. So I have used, for this one, I've used the star in tree dressing. So again, lovely sort of Christmassy stamp that you can use for all sorts of Christmas things. Haven't even used the Christmas tree yet. Beautiful. But again, we can use lots of other things with it. We don't have to do it just for Christmas. So let me move these stamps out of the way. and I'm going to do one with these stars. So I have already just cut out a few of the stars because I'm going to stick them on but colour them in all sorts of bright colours. So I'm going to be using, let me just grab it out without hopefully knocking everything, my alcohol markers so I can get them. Whoops, I knew I was going to knock something, so excuse me. My tripod or my camera is at quite an angle. So I want to do a rainbow. So rainbows are red. Let me get my colour swatch out, which I think I put up here. Just seen it and moved it out of the way. What did I do with it? You can always turn around and move. Here we go. Right, so this is my swatch. So I want a red. We'll have number 4. These are very cheap alcohol markers, which I've had for a long time. They're called Touch 10 and they're a 60 piece and they're still going strong. I bought them thinking they weren't going to last very long, and they did. I want an orange, so which is the orangest orange? 23 is quite orange, isn't it? So let's get 23 out, if I can see it for looking. 24, what's 24? That's okay, we'll have that one instead. Can't find 23 at the moment. Orange, yellow we'll have 35. Then we'll have green, so we'll have quite a bright green. We'll have, should we have 56? 46 rather. 46. Blue we'll have 67 or 68. 68 will do. Purple we'll have 73. And pink we'll have 6. There we go. Okay, so those are my rainbow colours. I'll just take that out of the way for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. I say I probably should have got these out first, but hey ho. Right, so we are going to colour in these stars. And I'm just going to sort of put them out a bit like that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have a couple more of them, I think. Maybe I didn't. Never mind. We'll use these anyway. So we'll have red on the big one, and I'm literally just going to do red all the way around. And alcohol markers are very good for doing, you can see I've just gone over the edge, but that's fine, because if I do this as I'm stamping it, it will give me the nice star piece, but also give another piece. Now I would have normally coloured it before I cut it out, but I'm not overly fussed with it because I didn't want to be sitting here with you guys doing all of the cutting out. So I'm literally just cut it out first, and I'm just going to colour it in now so you can see. So that's the orange, and we have yellow. So it's all going to be rainbow colours, because it's going to be a rainbow one. Let's have a little one. And I don't have to put them in the same order. I can put them wherever I like, really. So that's a yellow. Then we'll have green. Let's have another big one. The nice thing as well is that alcohol markers cover quickly, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, that's a green. Then we want blue. Excuse me. Let's do this one. I've lost a little tiny one, which is bound to appear because I know I've cut them all out. So it's probably dropped somewhere, but never mind, that's all right because I don't need all of them. So that's blue. And in fact, that gives me all of the ones that I want. Purple. Whee, that's just about to fall in a minute. Purple on this one. Let's just take these in. So that's the purple. And then the last one is going to be the pink. So we've got one of each colour of the rainbow. So it's quite good I mislaid the other one because that wouldn't have worked very well, because I would have had one spare. So that's going to come like this, which is going to be quite good. Okay, so those are my stars that are going to go on there. Now I'm going to, I want to decorate, move those up there. I want to decorate the ATC so we've got some colours and things going on there. So the easiest way that I find that I quite enjoy doing is to use sponge daubers to use this mask. And I did the letters, which I'm going to do again because I happen to like the positioning of those, the way they came out, but I'm not going to add any more ink to my sponge daubers, so I'm going to use what's already on them, because then that way it works out quite nicely. So I'm just going to put it sort of like that, and then we'll have red coming up a bit like this, and then we've got an orange. Some of them are brighter than others depending how much ink I've used on them. We'll have a yellow. And a green. Looks quite a nice green. It's very similar to that yellow actually, isn't it? But that's okay. Blue, whoops, have a blue. See what the blue's like. Bring that in there. A bit of a purple. That's quite a pale purple. That'll work quite nicely. And then we'll have a pink. Have I got a pinky one? I suppose that's probably, that might be a bit red, but we'll see. Can just come up like that. Okay, so when I take it off, you can see you've got all the lovely letters in there, but also it's not too overly bright. Then what we can do is we can sponge over what's left. So what colour am I going to do that in? I think I want to do it in something fairly pale, and I might do it in yellow, but I'm going to actually use I'm going to use an ink pad for that. So excuse me reaching up across you. Actually you can't see, which is quite good because it's above me. And I'm going to take out the yellow that I've got, and we'll have a little go with this. So I don't want it to be too overly bright, but I want it to go over the top of these. So it gives this background a really nice sort of tone, but you can see how the letters I really like this stencil, because you know what, so many stencils just don't do very much for me. This I think's lovely. And as I say, you're picking up all of the colours that we've already sponged, but also giving quite a bit of a colour over the top. And I'm doing it all in the one colour because I kind of liked that look. I think if I'd done it in lots of different colours, it would have looked far too busy. So that I really like. So that's working quite well on there. Now, just clean this up a little bit. Now I want to do some, I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to do on this. I really like this moon hair, and I might put the moon hair at the bottom with the stars going on over the top. So this, as I say, is called moon hair, which I think is lovely. I want to put the little moon hair down in the bottom there. I want to put the words coming up over the top like this. Let's put it on a block, try and get it fairly straight. Like, I think that's probably about straight. I'm going to be using some Versafine Clair, which I really love, but I don't want it too dark. So I might use the grey, which is called Morning Mist, which is quite soft, and I think that that will work. Or I could use a purple or a red or a green, but no, I'm going to use the grey. I don't want it to be overpowering, so I'm going to do this one first. So I just want to take this. It's not going to come right the way across, is it? Let's just do one like that. One that way. One that way. Then we can do that, that, and that. So we got different strengths, which I think will work quite well. So that's taken that on there, which has added another little bit of layer and texture, which I think is quite nice. So I will clean that one off. No, I need to clean it off because I'm going to put it away. Says me, where's my little spray bottle here? I've got all my bits out now. As I say, this is only water, and then I just have a little cloth, keeps it all nice and clean. So that's that one, so that can go back on there. Then I want my hair, and he's going to go down on the bottom, and I'm going to do him in the, which is one that I really like, which is the Twilight, Versafine Clair Twilight. Now it's a blue, but it's stamped so beautifully, and it gives just a different look. So I'm just going to pop him just down in the bottom, and you can see it's just lovely. Really like that. So that's looking up. So we've got the little hair just looking up, and it's going to be looking at all of these twinkly stars. And then, only because I want to have the extra layer and texture, I'm going to put these, now these are the stars that I've still got, and I'm going to use this blue again. Now I did those in Memento because I was colouring them in with alcohol markers. So that can go there. quite get that corner out, did I? Never mind. And then we'll have another one. I've put them all in so I can just get them at a bit of an angle, like that. We'll have a little one there, and we'll have some little ones like that. Okay, so that's given that over the top of there. And then let me just make sure that I can clean that off so I don't have that rubbing everywhere. So that's that stamped on that part. Then I can use the alcohol markers again, although I've got to be careful. And we can have some, I could do them all just one. No, I'm going to do them in the rainbows because I want to do them in the rainbows, but I'm going to take this little red one. So I'll just dot them up where we come over this bit. So that can be a red. And we can have an orange up on here. And what I do is when I get near to the edge, if I don't want it to smudge, I will just dot it so then it's not going to smudge into the area. That's going to be our orange. And it doesn't really matter what colours I'm using on here because they don't have to be absolutely perfect. Let's do this one because it's already a bit green, isn't it? Where I did the sponging, which will look quite nice, I think. That's the green one there. Bit of purple. Looks a purpley one. So you can see I'm just dotting it so I don't get it coming up out of the edges. Like that. So that's my purple. Blue. I have blue in on here. So that's blue. Yellow is going to be this big one. Which is quite nice because it's not going to come too bright. And then purple on this one, or pink this one is. Just take that on there, do this one pink as well. We'll have a little bit of green, I think, coming off of the top of this one. Okay, so that's given those all like that. And now I've got these that I can just put in between, and I'm going to stick those up with some foam pads so that they have just a little bit of height on there. Need to grab some out of, here we go. I've got a pot of them, and hopefully these will come in onto the right amount. I might use these ones actually. Let's have a look on here. Don't want them too big, do we? About like that. And then some of these are going to have to come in half again. So I'm just doing them so they don't come too big. We can literally just pop these on in like a rainbow look. So we've got our red at the top, which is going to come in like that. So red, Orange is a little one, so I need to cut that in half, so it'll just fit on there. I do like ATCs, they're quite fun because they're small. Orange, yellow, even smaller. Will I get this one on here? Hopefully. Put that in like that. Yellow, so it can go in between all of them. Green, it's quite a fat one, so let me just do a slightly bigger one for this because that will fit in. So the green can go there, I think. There, I think, just in out of the side. Green, blue, just one of these little ones. So the blue can come in down there. Purple, and go in on this one. Purple in there, and then we can have this pink one. Can just come with, let's just cut that in half. There we go. Put that in there. That can go that way. So we can put that in underneath. Oops. Just going to have that there, I think. There. Okay, so that's got all of those in like that. Then I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some twinkly stuff to that. I've got some, this which is glitter glue. Had it a long time, but it just adds a little bit of extra sparkle to it, and I think that that will work quite well if there's enough in there. Yes, there is, just starting to come out. So all I'm going to do is to literally just sparkle these ones up. And you see, this would make a lovely Christmas card as well, you know, all these little stars. Do them in reds and greens or whites, or, you know, emboss them with some white embossing powder and colour them up. I think that that's, don't think I want to do that. I might do that one underneath there actually, because he's standing out a bit, so just get some of them in, the ones in between, not a lot, just a little bit, just that adds a little bit of colour here and there. Oh, I've got this one up here, didn't I? There we go. And that's then given a really lovely different look with the little hair. Now I could have cut the hair out and put him up, but he's very detailed and I didn't want to do that. So I now have 4 ATCs to send out, which I hope you enjoyed me showing you how to do that one. And if you want to join in on any of those things, it's on Facebook and it's I Love Indigo Blue, and they show you all sorts of things with other people doing indigo blue things. And yes, enjoy. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.